Very warm welcome to all of you. It's a great pleasure to see so many of you again. I think, if I look back at some of you I've been seeing probably, I don't know, maybe for the last 10 press conferences. It's really great to be with you. I would like to thank obviously Cornelia, Sandra, Ernesto, Swissman, Textile Machinery for putting this up. I think it's great that we have this event. I think, don't you realize, if you look out here among the people, I think we're a family. We've become a family, we're all together, we like chatting with each other, and I very much appreciate obviously you being here, but also the guys at the back. It's very helpful for me, it's very educational. So thank you very much for that as well, so that I can catch up and refresh my memory. And if I may, maybe a personal note, only a few weeks ago, we had, particularly in Turkey, I think we all know of it, so I very much appreciate that you're here as well, representing your countries. In Gaziantep, many of our customers weaving carpets, area rugs, they suffer big time. So our hearts are with all the people in Turkey, obviously also in Syria, but please go back and mention to people that we're all with you going forward. I think it's the last occasion you have now to make sure of your emergency tool. Ernesto said, you are the last one. Take your time. We'll have our, start of the.
Do I already have to go?
No. Let's start. Some of you, I think, know Stäubli obviously for being in the textile machinery business. And as I mentioned it, obviously we sit on almost every weaving machine. Globally speaking, there are about 50 to 70,000 weaving machines produced annually in Europe, Japan, China. These are the main producing countries. And I think it's fair to say that on a very, very high percentage of those machines, you would find the Stäubli equipment inside. It's a Dobby, it's a cam motion, it's a jacquard machine. But we're not only just weaving or helping the weaving process. We are making sure that what comes onto the weaving machines is very well prepared. So it's automation. It's automatically drawing in your beams, your harnesses, making sure that you have the highest efficiency. Complete parallelity, obviously, of your yarns, because if a machine is standing still, that's where the cost comes in. A warp break is very costly. So that's obviously our forte as well, if we look at the side of automation. But we have carpet weaving machines. Maybe some of you know that we are very strongly involved in 3D weaving. Our complete own units. A complete weaving system, including a jacquard machine, where we do 3D weaving, fabrics that thick, being used in automotives, aviation, shipbuilding, wherever, carbon fibers, glass, whatever composite materials there are. So that's a big part. So in a way, I guess what I'm trying to say is if there are textiles, there's a high probability that we are involved in one way or another. But we're not just into textile machinery. Obviously, you see here some of the aspects here. We keep growing, and the growth obviously is coming from automation, robotics. By the way, I'm maybe one of the only ones, or probably the only one. I have the press, I have the organizations. I have my colleagues from other manufacturers, but I have customers here as well. So I guess I have to be careful what I'm talking about. So anyway, but automation, why I'm trying to say that, automation becomes very important. We have probably one of these automatic drawing in machines, which I'm going to show you a little bit later, that's what we call a textile robot, already used. But we are into HEVs, we are into robots, you know, there is more and more requirements coming from our end users. Hey, you know, I can't find people anymore. I need skilled labor, but there is repetitive work to be done, which is not really adding value. So that's what we see, and maybe some of you on the machinery side, talk to us. We have HEVs, we have robots, we have solutions that we can provide you with. So that's the robotic division, and we can easily team up with them, obviously, if it's about a textile end-use solution. Then, by the way, one of our units is, and I guess that's first part of sustainability I'm going to talk about. And thank you very much to all of you who already mentioned you're putting the panels on your roofs, the solar panels, the PV installations. You see it here. We have 15 units, production units around Europe, China and so on. Most of them, they're already equipped with these PV panels. That's not the main thing I'm trying to mention here. The main issue is, maybe for some of you who do not know about that, if you have PV panels and they are just growing everywhere, wherever we put them, on roofs, on mountains. By the way, I haven't talked about the mountains yet. So put them on mountains. Stäubli is providing the electronic connectors, and more than 50% of all panels used worldwide use a Stäubli connector, because you have to get the power somewhere. So more than 50%, this is our electronic connector division. Then we do fluid, mechanical connectors. Almost any industry you can think of, there is kind of a connecting one unit with another one, be it in train, military, whatever, aerospace, you would find our connectors as well. So all in all, we have these 4 divisions, and they're making up this at least $1.4 billion. If we are below, our owners, family Stäubli, will come up to us, smack our hands and say, guys, you haven't done well. You need to do better. And we're growing also on the people side and so on. And obviously, ESG is getting more and more important. The environment, the society, the governments, and what we've seen with all these global regulations and being into so many different industries, we really had to employ specialists to really understand what's going on. And we figured out, particularly if it comes about energy saving or some of these regulations, we have to be very careful what we're telling our customers. So we try to be very pragmatic about it, step by step, that we understand it ourselves, do the measurements, because you can very easily be accused of greenwashing. And this we cannot do. If you talk about brand awareness and all that, so we have to be we have to be very careful about how we go about that. And for that, we have employed all the specialists who help us. Okay. Shedding, Ernesto, you mentioned it. Shedding, it started early on. It's obviously the starting point of the history, more than 130 years now. Started in Horgen, Switzerland. We talked about upgradability, repairability. I can tell you many of these machines will not be scrapped. They sit in museums now around the world. But they've been in operation for a long time. I think the oldest machines we are still servicing, supplying parts to, are 40 plus years. And again, the others are in museums or take them into the gardens and enjoy what they look like. So it's shedding, cam motions, Stäublis and job car machines. And on the other side, it's complementary or automation technology from what we call this textile robot, automatic the preparation of the beams. I'm not sure, many of you may not know that we do complete weaving systems for carpet weaving, or the complete, again, weaving systems for 3D weaving and high-tech technical applications. That would be the unit below, the Uniwall. where you can control individually every end, warp end, on the height of position, shed, strength, everything. You can set everything. So that's the starting point, I guess, of our DNA. Quickly, we sort of said in order that we can hopefully make our customers understand what we're trying to achieve, it's the points we want to focus on regarding sustainability is power saving, but again, prove to them that we are really giving them a tool, a machine, a system, they can really do the power saving. Recyclability. By the way, Rajesh, you mentioned something very important, or you raised one of the interesting questions. What about if the whole world is only using recycled yarns and so on? Actually, I think I would quite like that. Ernesto mentioned the value is going up. Maybe less machines, the value is going up, and I'll tell you one thing. All our copycats, everybody is facing that. They will not be in a position to cope with the necessities, because some of these yarns, they have other tensile properties. I bet you all the weaving machine guys in here, together with Stäubli, will manage it and not the copycats. So let's recycle, let's improve the quality of these yarns, and we will be with you. Another one is repairability, upgradability. These are topics which help our customers. Longevity of machinery, that's key to our industry. That's where, Ernesto, you mentioned something about efficiency. Huh? We call it overall equipment efficiency. That's where we are focusing on. That's where we want to give something to our customers. You know, somebody mentioned about a machine stop. What is the cost? I think, Ernesto, you brought it up as well. Well, we've looked at it. Can you imagine if you have 200 weaving machines, you are automating your plant, and your drawing in machine is breaking down. You don't provide your machines with beams anymore. You can't fulfill the requirements of your end users, your customers. This is a huge, huge cost for every standing machine. So we have to involve our customers and work it out and provide solutions, whether that's IoT, whatever, or outsourcing more and more of the work towards us. And that's where I think machinery people, certainly like Stäubli, can really bring a lot of value to the table. A quick peek of our booth. As usual, you will find us. We will show many interesting applications, weaving machines with jacquard machines, automation technology, samples of carpet weaving machines, everything. That's the place where we will be inviting you for our press conference. That's where we will have our beers and wine and everything together. And we will be showing you around, explaining in details exactly what we're doing, what the end use of the applications are, and so on, that you get all the benefits of being with us. One thing is obviously new as well. We're going to launch, I think everybody's these, sustainability, recyclability, automation, digitization. That's, I think, for all of us, a topic we have to get familiar with, and we have to provide solutions. So we will be showing many different applications. I very much liked Andre about talking about the business models. I think we'll have to catch up, because I can tell you, it's very easy technically to hook up a machine. We have our Stäubli cloud, easy. We have very secure technology, edge gateway, you name it. Sorry about that, it's not kaput. It's absolutely easy to do that. But what is not easy? To get something out of it. And that's where I think we're still struggling. To make sure that our end users, they need to understand that maybe paying something for this service is in their interest, and not seeing it as a cost, but the benefit. And that's a huge challenge I think we're all facing in our textile industry, where even the initial investment is key, and after that they don't want to spend money anymore. So a huge challenge, and that's what we need to focus on as well. Am I still you're trying to stand up?
Absolutely.
Okay, he said another 15 minutes. Job car machines, lovely. All the cars, OPWs. Walter mentioned it, airbags. 95% or more of all the cars using OPWs are woven on Stäubli equipment. Head protection, all these chocolate woven applications are woven on Stäubli. African damask, again 90+%. All these heavy, nice fabrics, all on Stäubli. Ladies wear, by the way, just realized something. I've seen down there are some shops where you can buy a very nice necktie or a scarf for the ladies, silk woven on Stäubli. We have to support our industry again. Please wear more ties, scarves. Where's Carlo?
He had to leave quickly, but he'll be back in a
Okay, I can say, forget about t-shirts. No. Okay, automation. There we are. Please come see you here. We will provide very interesting new solutions, IoT-based, making sure business models. We have already several machines hooked up where we have tested and we have the understanding what we can provide the customer with. Please come, we will explain it to you. I really have to hurry up.
You do. You do.
Really is. Shedding. Okay, you know all the weaving machines, they use Stäubli equipment. 1.6 million shuttleless weaving machines used around the world. Many of them, I'm not saying most of them, many of them use Stäubli equipment. This is IoT based, digital, at Stäubli and so weiter. We'll talk about that as well. And finally, I'm coming to the end. Please, we will send out the invitation to every one of you for the press conference. We always get a very high attendance. Please come to us. We'll cater for everything, and we are really looking forward to seeing you all, where we will be giving out obviously a lot more information about what actually is to be seen on our booth. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all being here, and see you all soon again. Thank you.